Welcome dear student, in this video we shall start a new chapter in mathematics part 1 standard 9. So let's begin. So our second chapter is real number. So let's see. So in this chapter we are going to learn about the properties of rational numbers, properties of irrational numbers, surds, comparison of quadratic surds, operation on quadratic surds, rationalization of quadratic surds. Okay, so this topic we will do one by one in our videos. So here some information is given before beginning the practice sets. Let's see here, student, with the n represent the set of natural numbers, that means number starting from 1, and whole number starting from 0 onwards, and set of integers, that means 0, positive numbers and negative numbers. Rational numbers, the number which can be expressed in the form of a p upon q or fraction. And real number, so real number are the set of all including the positive numbers, negative numbers, fractions, decimal, all this including in the real numbers. Okay, then after this you can see on page number student, on page number 20. Here let's recall is given, that is a decimal form of any rational number is either terminating or non-terminating recurring type. That means if we divide any rational number, so here we will get the two types of a decimal form. First is terminating type and next is a non-terminating recurring type. So student, here if we will divide the rational number, okay, or any two numbers by fraction, so if we will get a finite number of a set or finite figure, so this will be terminating type. Like here 2 upon 5, so it will be 0.4. So after there no number is, set is, number of set is not there, only 0.4 is there. Like 7 upon 64, if we will divide this, only this is there, no repeating number of set is there. So this is a terminating type. That means after division of like here it will be 5 2, so after here 0.4, right? So 5 4 is 20, so we will get here in remainder we will get 0, so that will be terminating type. And if after division after dividing the two numbers or a fraction, if we will get if we will not get remainder as 0, okay, it will be any number and the number will be repeating, so that will be non-terminating recurring type. Non-terminating recurring type. Okay, so before starting practice set 2.1, student, you should remember some points. Okay, so let's see one by one. So first point is, note the number of recurring digits after decimal point in the given rational number. Accordingly multiply it by 10, 100 and 1000. And for example here 2.3 bar, digit 3 is the only recurring digit after decimal point. That means after decimal, like here 2.3 is there na, so here point is there, so after decimal it can be written as like this. That means after decimal digit 3 will be repeating, so it will be recurring digit. Okay, and hence to convert 2.3 bar in rational number like p upon q form, multiply just 2.3 by 10. Like after decimal one digit is there, so we will divide it with 10. If after decimal two digit will be there, so we will divide the fraction or number by 100. And if the decimal will be like this 0.33, so we will divide it with 1000. So student, you should remember this. And in 1.24 bar, digits 2 and 4 both are recurring. That means here 2 4 24 both will be recurring. That means both will be repeating, like 0.24 24 24, likewise they will be repeating. So here we will multiply 100 because two digits are recurring. Okay, and here 0.513 bar, so 5 and 3 will be repeating any number of time. Okay, so here we will multiply or divide by 1000. And next point number 2 is notice the prime factor of the denominator of a rational number. That means to understand, to recognize that whether it is terminating or non-terminating, we have to look first the denominator of a rational number. Okay, denominator, and if the prime factors are 2 or 5, and only then its decimal expansion will be terminated. Means in any denominator it will be 2 or 5, or in the form of a 2 multiplied by 5, so then it will be what, terminating type. And if the prime factors are not other than 2 or 5 and 2 multiplied by 5, then its decimal expansion is non-terminating and recurring. So student, remember this so that it will be easy to recognize that whether the given fraction is terminating or non-terminating. So student, let's start solving practice set 2.1. So first question is classify the decimal expansion, classify the decimal form of the given rational number into terminating or and non-terminating recurring type. So student, here if we will see that 13 upon 5, so here denominator is 5, that means it will be what, it will be terminating expansion. Okay, terminating decimal form. So first question I will show you how to write this in sentence. Okay, first is practice set 2.1 question number first, first. Okay, so 13 upon 5, so here student you will write that the prime factorization of denominator of 13 upon 5 is 5, therefore it is what, it is terminating decimal form. That means its remainder will be 0. Okay, now let's look at question number 2. Okay, so question number 2 is 2 upon 5. So student, if you will observe here, the prime factorization of denominator is 11. Okay, that means here we can write that the prime factorization of 2 upon 11 is what, 11. Okay, and therefore it is prime factorization, its prime factorization is other than 2 and 5 now, so it will be non-recurring, non-terminating recurring type. So this will be terminating and this is non-terminating and recurring type. So student, write this in the sentence which I have show you in question number 1. All right, now let's see question number 2. Okay, so question number 2 is 29 upon 16. Okay, so here if 16 now, so here we will first see the first we will factorize the denominator. Okay, so if we will write like this, that is 29. Okay, so if we will factorize the denominator, then we will, what we will get, we will get 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16. All right, so these all are the prime factorization of the denominator is in the form of a what, is in the form of a 2. So here as 2 is there, that means the prime factorization of denominator is 2, therefore it is terminating decimal form. All right students, so question number 3 is terminating decimal form because its prime factorization of the denominator is 2. Okay, now next is 17 upon 125. So here also this is so simple. Let's first calculate the decimal fraction of the denominator. So here 19 upon 125. So likewise question number 3 also we will solve it 19. So let's do factorization of 125. So here we will do 5 5 25 and 25 5 125. So here again student, the prime factorization of the denominator is in the form of 5. Okay, so I have told you that if the prime factorization of denominator is in the form of a 2 or 5, then it will be terminating decimal form. Okay, Now question number 5 is 11 upon 6. Okay, so if we will solve like 11 upon question number 5, right? 11 upon 6. So if we will factorize the denominator, it will be 2 3s are 6. So here we want only 2 or 5 and in the multiple of 2 and 5. Okay, but here 3 is there. That means its prime factorization of the denominator 6 is not in the form of 2 or 5. So it will be what? It will be non-terminating and recurring type. Alright, non-terminating and recurring type. So student, I hope you all have understood question number 1. So let's start solving question number 2. Alright student, let's see question number 2. So question number 2 is write the following rational numbers in the decimal forms. That means here the numbers are given in the form of a P upon Q and we have to write that in the decimal form like 2.3, 0.4, any decimal form. Okay, that means not any, after division only we will write the decimal form. Okay, so let's start solving question number first, 127 upon 200. So if we will divide 127 upon 200, question number 2 first. All right, 127 upon 200. Okay, so here student we can write like this. This is step number 2, like 127 to multiply by 100. Same thing, na, 200 to multiply by 100. So after division, if we will divide 127 upon 2, so we will get here 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12. Okay, 2 3s are 6. Here 7 is there, na? So 2 3s are 6, remaining 1. So after remaining 1 is there, na? So 1 cannot be divisible by 1. So here what we will do? Divisible by 2. Okay, 1 cannot be divisible by 2. Okay, so here 1 is there, so we will apply a decimal, and decimal here it will be 0. So 2 5s are 10. So what we will get? Here we are getting like 63.5 upon 100. So in remember this, we have seen na, that here if in the denominator 100 is there, so the decimal will be shifts before 2 points, before 2 digits. So here 100 is there and here after 63.5. So here it will be 0.63, like 1 2. Decimal will be shift like after before 2 digits. Okay, that is 0.635. So the decimal expansion of the 127 upon 200 will be 0.635. Now let's, student, I am doing here only. Now let's solve question number 2. So question number 2 is 25 upon 9. So we will divide 25 by 99. Okay, so 25 upon 99. So let's first do the division. All right, student. Okay, so here we will solve it side, that 99 and 25. All right, so here what we will do, 99. Okay, in the table 99. So here we can apply here 0. Why we are applying 0? Because 25 doesn't come in the table of a 99. Okay, so we will apply here 0. Then after 0 we will apply point or decimal. Then it will be 25 0. Decimal is there now. So we will apply here 0. Now if we will do it at 99 twos are, okay, 99 twos are 198. 2s are 198. So remaining it will be, all right, it will be 2, and here 15 minus 9 it will be 5, and here decimal is there, so we can write here 0. Now after 0, 99 5s are 2, 495 is there, so here we can take 99 5s are, okay. So again here it will be 495 we will write, and remaining it will be, okay, it will be 25. So here 25 is there. That means again after 25 it will be repeating. Okay, it will be repeating like 25, 520, 495. It will be repeating like 25, 25, 25. Okay, so we will stop over here only. Okay, so what will be the decimal expansion of this? It is the decimal expansion of 25 upon 99 is 0.25. Alright, now let's solve question number. Alright, so question number 3 is 23 upon 7. So let's start solving it. What is question number 3? 23 upon 7. So what we will do here, first we will do the division. Alright, that is 7, 23. So here the table of 7, 23 is not come, but less than 23 it is 21. So 27 3s are 21, it remaining it will be 2, then 20. Okay, so 20, so we here 2 is there now, so we will apply here point because 2 doesn't come in the table of 7. Okay, so then 2 7 2s are 14 minus, so after the subtraction we will get 6, so 6 also we are applying here 0, then 7 8s are 56. Okay, so remaining it will be 4, then after again we will apply here 0, then 7 5s are 35, after subtraction it will be 5 0 7 7s are 49. Okay, here we will do long form of the division. 7 7s are 49 over, then after subtraction 1, then again it will be 7 1s are 7, then it will be again 3. Okay, we will apply here 0, then 7 4s are 28. All right, then after subtraction here we will get 2, so we will put here 0. So after putting here, so student, if you will observe here 20 is there and here also 20, that means after 20 it will be again repeating. That means this is a non-terminating and recurring time. Okay, that means after this all digit after the decimal, that is 2 8 5 7 1 4, this will be the repeating digits. Okay, so here directly we will write here the decimal expansion of 23 upon 7 is, it will be 3.285714 bar. That means this will be repeating after this only. Okay, now question number 4. What is question number 4? Question number 4 is 4 upon 5. This is simple. Let's write 4 upon 5. Again here it will be, we will solve the division. Okay, 5 4. This is so simple. We will apply here 0, then it will be 4, then after 0 we will apply a point 40. All right, so here 5 8s are 40, so this is a terminating type. So the decimal expansion will be decimal form, it will be 0.8. Now next is question number 5. We will do it here. Question number 5 is 17 upon 8. 17 upon 8. Okay, let's solve it. First we will do the division. So here 8 2s are, right? 8 2s are 16. 8 2s are 16. Subtraction, we will get 1. Then we will put here decimal 0. Okay, then 8 1s are 8. After subtraction we will get 2 20, 8 2s are 16. Okay, now after this here after subtraction we will get here 40, right? So 8 5s are 40, so in remainder we are getting here 0. So student, this is a form of a terminating type. So what will be the decimal form of this? Decimal form is of 17 upon 8 2.15 125. So student, this was all about question number 2. Let's solve question number 3. Alright, so question number 3 is write the following rational number in P upon Q. So this is a vice versa of question number 2. That question number 2 P upon Q is given, we have to write decimal form, and in question number 3 decimal form is given and we have to write the P upon Q form, that is rational form. Okay, so let's start solving. Question number 1 is 0.6. Okay, that means after decimal 6 will be repeating, that means this is non-terminating recurring type. So let's start solving. This is solution. So in solution student, here we have to assume x is equals to 0.666. Here we are writing 66 because 6 is a repeating digit, right? Is equals to 0.6 bar. Okay, and therefore now here one digit is repeating. That means here we will multiply it by 10 in here. That is, remember this point we have in question, point number 1 we have seen na, if after decimal one digit will be repeating, so we can multiply the number by 10, and if after decimal two digits will be repeating, so it will be multiplied by 100. Okay, so let's multiply this with 100 is equals to 10 multiplied by 0.666. Okay, so what it will be here, this will be 10x multiplied by, now here we are multiplying it this number by 10, so decimal will shift before, sorry, decimal will shift after one digit, like it will be shift here, so it will be 6.66, sorry, 6.66. Okay, and it will be equal to yes, 0.6 bar. Now therefore 10x, now we will here subtract 10x by minus x, and 6.66 minus, sorry, 6.6 bar. Okay, this will be equal to 0.6 bar only, minus 0.6 bar. Now it will be 10x minus x, it will be 9x, and here after subtracting this, what we will do here, now see here, for subtraction we will do it like this, 6.6 and it will be 0.6, so subtraction is there now, so 0.6, so here we are getting only 6 number. Okay, so 9x is equals to 6, so x will be at this side only, 6 upon 9, it can be divisible by 3, 3 2 is 6, 3 3 is 9, so the the p upon q form of the number 0.6 bar is 2 upon 3. Okay, now let's do question number 2. So question number 2 is 0.37 bar. That means after the decimal, how many digits are repeating? 2 digits are repeating, that is 3 and 7. So here this number can be multiplied by 100. Okay, so again same step is there, x is equals to 0.3737, okay, is equals to 0.37 bar. Same we will do steps which we have done in question number 2, but here we will multiply by 100. Why? Because the 2 after decimal 2 digits are repeating, 3 and 7, so multiply the number with this 100. Okay, so it will be 100x is equals to, now we will multiply by this by 100, so decimal will shift after 2 digits, that is it becomes 37.37. Okay, and 100x minus x, now here we will minus x, and the value of x is 0.37. all right students, is equals to 37.3x minus 0.37. Okay, so again after subtraction, like 37.37 and it will be 0.37, so this whole becomes 0 and this will become 37, so this is 37 and 99x, so value of x will be 37 upon 99. This can't be divided further. Okay, you have to write in decimal, sorry, p upon q form only. Now question number 3 is 3.17 bar. Again here we will multiply by 100, so after decimal 2 digits are repeating now, so we will multiply by 100, again same digit will be there, same procedure. So after this, after assuming x is equals to this 3.1717, same procedure we have to repeat, and here the value of x we will get 3 upon 314 upon 99, and only the thing student you should take care in the form of a subtraction. Okay, now let's solve question number 4. So question number 4 is, now student, question number 4 is simple, you can solve it by your own. This is so simple, I think. Okay, I think not, I think so simple. And question number, let's solve question number 5, because here 3 digits are repeating. Okay, so let's solve it. Question number 5 is 2.514 bar. Now here after decimal, how many digits will be repeating? 3. That is 5, 1 and 4. So we will multiply here with 1000. Alright. Let x is equals to 2.514. 514 is equals to 2.514 bar. Okay, that means this thing nothing but equal to this. So we will multiply here by 1000. All right, very good. So 1000 is equals to 2. Again it will be multiplied by 1000. 2.514514. Okay. Now what it will be? 1000x. Here 3 zeros are 1000 is there. So decimal will shift after 3 digits. Okay. So 2514.514. Alright. Now next step is our subtraction step. So 2514.514 minus 2.514. Okay. Now this will be 999x is equals to, now look at here, we will do here subtraction. Okay. That is 2514.514. This all thing becomes 0. 4 minus 2 it will be 2. So remaining will be 2512. Alright. And x value of x is, it will be 2512 upon 99999. So student, this is our final answer in the form of a P upon Q. So student, all practice set we have completed. Practice set 2.1 we have completed. If you have any doubt, then let me know in the comment section. Okay. So next practice set we will solve in the next video. Thank you all of you.